Kody Brown unexpectedly develops a close relationship with a cast member from Sister Wives, a turn of events that even fans did not anticipate. Kody Brown, the polygamist patriarch from Sister Wives, is seeking to establish a peace with an unforeseen cast member. The truth unexpectedly revealed itself to David Woolley, the spouse of his former wife. Christine Brown was Kody's third spouse, and the pair had 6 children during their polygamous relationship. Christine opted to terminate the relationship last year in pursuit of genuine love. She rediscovered love with Woolley and has maintained a monogamous relationship since their marriage in October 2023. David was notably opposed to Kody and his duplicitous attitude to relationships. However, in season 19, Kody unexpectedly proposed a guy's trip with Woolley despite their discord. He asserted that he appreciated Woolley's companionship and suggested a road trip to repair the rift and possibly cultivate friendly relations. Christine experienced significant challenges in her polygamous relationship with Kody, hence she was understandably surprised by the proposal. Nevertheless, she did not categorically reject the notion, hinting to the possibility of the 2 reality stars reconciling their relationship. David articulated skepticism because of his wife's intricate past with Kody. Their defiance demonstrated the couple's resolve to safeguard their happiness. Concurrently, Kody has referred to Robyn as the love of his life and asserted that he never loved his prior 3 marriages. The polygamist has been adapting to a monogamous existence with Robyn following the dissolution of his prior marriages. He was depicted as highly manipulative and dominating due to his interactions with 4 distinct women during the show. Nonetheless, his proposed guy's trip could enhance or alter his image and assist him in transcending his misleading representation. David is a construction company proprietor and a pragmatic widower who prioritizes Christine's well-being above all else. This bond may compel Kody to assume responsibility. Kody's polygamous marriage disintegrated, and his former spouses, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, have subsequently attained personal fulfillment. He remained in a monogamous relationship with his 4th wife, Robyn Brown, who was dissatisfied with the altered arrangement. She was devastated by the absence of her sister wives. One of the main reasons she wed Kody was to obtain the supportive sisterly community that assists her at every juncture. That situation has changed, and Robyn has harbored resentment, frequently attempting to engage the former sister wives patriarch in conversation about it. "Do you ever find yourself wishing we were in a plural relationship?" she inquired of Kody in an episode from season 19, according to Screen Rant. "The question I ponder is whether we will attempt to pursue plural marriage once more," she inquired, appearing bewildered. Nonetheless, Kody may have possessed sincere motives for his recommendation. In light of the deteriorating family dynamics, Kody declared his intention to go outside the United States to escape the turmoil. "I desire to escape from this situation where I am unable to perceive, be inundated by, or experience it any longer," he stated. Is it possible for Kody to introduce a 5th wife? Nevertheless, the stars of Sister Wives, Kody Brown, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown, indeed possessed something remarkable. Following 3 unsuccessful marriages, the outcome is predominantly blame. Perhaps, as Kody Brown famously asserted, love is intended to be amplified. However, it is also the cause of the division inside the patriarch's household from sister wives. For plural marriage to succeed, the father of 18 asserted during the 19th season of the TLC series, one must avoid an excessive, burdensome, and codependent love. The 56-year-old articulated during the final episode on June 18th, polygamy is ineffective if one is prone to genuine affection. Kody revealed that he and Robyn Brown, the divorced mother of 3 whom he began courting and subsequently married 2 decades after his unions with Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown, fell in love hard. Difficult. He immediately observed a significant difference in his feelings towards his prior 3 spouses, he confessed, although had no intention of deviating from it. However, Kody acknowledged the danger he was assuming by exchanging clado rings with his 4th wife. Upon contemplation of the show, he remarked, "I am seated with my journal pondering. What is transpiring? I am already in love. I currently have 3 wives." Beginning in late 2021, Christine, followed by Janelle and then Meri, declared their separations from the former salesman, resulting in Robyn being his last remaining spouse. In the aftermath, Kody reacted with hostility, while Robyn lamented the dissolution of her aspirations for a plural family. All three of his former spouses endeavored to elucidate the underlying issues, acknowledging that the problems with their shared husband had persisted for decades. Meri articulated her feelings of abandonment by the man she fell in love with at 19, Christine accused him of being very greedy, and Janelle characterized her ex as inherently selfish, refraining from labeling him a narcissist, stating, "I am not qualified to diagnose him, but I guess everybody will have to decide." Kody, who asserted on multiple occasions that he never loved his first three wives, confessed, "I get defensive," regarding his approach to the situation. "I did not initially intend to be unkind to any of them. However, upon their departure, they exhibited hostility. I was merely responding in kind." The ensuing boxing battle was intense. We quantified all the jabs, hooks, and uppercuts administered. Kody Brown announced his readiness to separate from his first wife, Meri Brown, immediately after their vows in 1990. Meri stated, "He led me to believe he would address our issues by saying, 'Oh, Meri, when we relocate to Flagstaff, this will be an opportune moment for a fresh start for us,' during the premiere on September 15th, referring to their 2018 relocation. He has consistently led me to believe those things for many years." Her primary complaint, she articulated, is his deficiency in communication regarding his true feelings, desires, and aversions, as well as the narrative he has perpetuated over the years. Although Kody conceded that there may have been ambiguous signals, he attributed this to his contemplation of the situation, stating, "I'm like, why would I do this? I would not pursue a romantic relationship with her at this time." Meri's pals were elated when she ultimately made the decision to terminate the situation in early 2023. They expressed their support, stating, "We are here for you, and it is about time," she admitted. With her illusions dispelled, she now perceives that he had been endeavoring to prompt her departure for years by asserting his lack of affection, because if he can drive me away and I depart, he is not the villain since he did not abandon me. Years after the family acquired the 14-acre parcel intended for development in Flagstaff, Arizona, Kody admitted in the season premiere that he was prepared to relinquish the aspiration. Unable to proceed without settling the complete $820,000 cost, which the family allegedly accomplished in 2023, he informed his remaining spouse, Robyn Brown, "I would almost prefer to abandon it or sell it and then commence anew elsewhere." Regarding Robyn, she replied, "I cannot discuss that. That is not my current position." Janelle Brown, the second wife, previously informed E! The news indicates that they began to drift apart, and finally, Kody's deficiencies as a parent to several of their children compelled her to depart. "The significant catalyst for me was when his relationship with my children deteriorated, and he appeared unwilling to exert considerable effort to rectify it," articulated the mother to Logan Brown, Madison Brown Brush, Hunter Brown, Garrison Brown, Gabriel Brown, and Savannah Brown. "I realized that was the primary reason for my presence here." Even when Kody suggested the possibility of reconciliation in the November 3rd episode, it was an unequivocal no for Janelle. "I am uncertain how I could ever reconcile with him while ensuring he does not maintain a relationship with my children," she stated. "No, I will consistently prioritize my children." This was Kody's rationale for not exerting greater effort to reconcile the estrangements with numerous of his adult offspring. "I no longer belong in the family," he lamented in the September 15th episode. He acknowledged his ongoing marriage to Robyn and their shared responsibility for their 5 children, Dayton Brown, Aurora Brown, Brianna Brown, Solomon Brown, and Ariella Brown, stating, "Additionally, I maintain sporadic relationships with some of the other children. Consequently, I find myself questioning how to navigate this situation, as it does not resemble a cohesive family." Robyn admitted in the season 19 premiere that, despite experiencing genuine monogamy for the first time in their 14-year marriage, "We're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage. Our relationship has been challenging." He is uncertain whom to hold accountable, himself or one of the other spouses. Kody is experiencing significant feelings of rejection, leading him to question, "Will you also reject me?" Consequently, she stated, "I remain vigilant, ensuring he does not undermine our relationship." The most difficult aspect, she concluded, is the absence of resources to assist with the reality of being married to a man undergoing divorces. Kody was experiencing a crisis of confidence, expressing, "I cannot look myself in the mirror and affirm, 'Hey, dude, I love you.'" Robyn found it challenging to observe her former sister wives in their new phase. "They are all progressing," she remarked on the October 27 show. "I perceive myself as the fool who has been abandoned." Furthermore, include Janelle's eldest daughter Madison among the children with whom Kody presently lacks a bond. Janelle stated during the premiere that Maddie is not engaged in any discussions with her father. He has not contacted her, nor has she reached out to him, and she has no relationship with Robyn. She has essentially dismissed both of them. The concern, according to Janelle, is Kody's lackluster relationship with Maddie's children, Axel, Evangeline, and Josephine. She prefers that he refrain from any interaction unless he can fully commit. Consequently, Janelle revealed in the September 22 episode that Kody effectively severed communication with Maddie and her spouse Caleb Brush, whose sister was wed to Kody's brother, as the family began to significantly disintegrate. With Kody neither visiting nor calling, Maddie has assumed the role of Mama Bear to an extreme degree, Janelle further noted. She believes that until he can demonstrate consistency and refrain from being dramatic, it is likely preferable for them to remain unaware of his existence. Robyn remarked that she has been urging Kody to initiate reconciliation, adding, "I believe the children should also be doing the same." Currently, however, Kody appears unwilling to bridge the divide, expressing frustration that each conversation with his daughter felt like a fishing expedition for gossip, which he found exhausting. Love is intended to be multiplied, not diminished. Kody acknowledged that he contradicted his earlier assertions regarding his lack of affection for his former wives. "It is more akin to a reflexive response," he stated during the June 15 one-on-one special, asserting that he was reeling from their disparagement of him. "I have been immersed in reactionary vitriol for the past 3 years." He indicated to Meri that he never genuinely loved her during their anniversary celebration. In a September 2024 episode, Meri recounted to a friend that she was certain he loved her. However, if he did not, the mother of Leon Brown questioned in a confessional, why did he ever make a proposal? Why would a single young man choose to marry a single young woman and merely assert and compel love for her, if he did not genuinely love her? She pondered. How cruel is it to select me from a crowd and declare, "I choose you," to attempt to compel myself to love for the next 32 years. Kody remarked in his confessional, "Meri has her minor accusations now." However, he would convey that they never experienced a honeymoon phase. This marriage was troubled throughout its entirety, he asserted in the episode aired on October 20th. "How would I ascertain that? Because my relationship with Janelle, Christine, and Robyn was significantly superior." He remained due to apprehension, remarking, "Leadership will never permit you to remarry if you are discarding spouses." Although Janelle was uncertain about whether to develop Coyote Pass or sell it, she acknowledged that the initial step was to settle the debt on the Arizona property. With Kody reluctant to discuss the matter with her, she admitted to former sister wife Christine Brown in the September 22 episode, "I believe I must seek legal counsel. I believe that is the sole method by which I will obtain any decision from him." Janelle recognized that, lacking a legal marriage to Kody, "I possess no legal rights to assert any claim on Kody's property." She elaborated, "It's not as simple as contacting a lawyer to initiate a divorce. No, it is quite complex due to the absence of a legal marriage." Kody justified his reluctance to discuss their Arizona property with Janelle by stating that he no longer trusted her. "We will settle the property when the appropriate time arrives," he asserted in a confessional during the September 22 episode, "and I will not divulge any specifics regarding my actions, as I am weary of revealing information that circulates within the gossip network of our fractured family." Janelle remarked in her own interview that this was somewhat hypocritical. "He divulges information indiscriminately," she remarked. He disclosed information regarding his prior relationships and spouses, prompting me to think, I believe this information is inappropriate for you to share with me. During a time when familial affection was increasing rather than diminishing, they would consolidate their finances into a single fund. We would allocate all resources to assist one individual, and subsequently, we would unite to support the other individual, Janelle articulated in the episode aired on September 22nd. This has been the established practice for the past decade. Suddenly, the focus has shifted to my estate, with everyone requiring their own. When Robyn needed a residence in Arizona, they collectively contributed to purchase her a $1.65 million 5-bedroom property, which was put for sale in August. Robyn stated that the idea was for it to serve as an asset for the family. However, when Janelle proposed that they all sign the mortgage, she was dismissed. Janelle recounted. Kody insisted, No, we must safeguard Robyn's estate. Janelle stated that as she distances herself from the family, she desires her share of the Coyote Pass revenues and seeks to recover part of the funds she invested in Robyn's property. However, that may prove to be a challenging proposition. We collaborated for an extended period, remarked Robyn. Janelle asserted that she is owed money, to which Robyn responded, How do you calculate that? How do you determine it? It's quite perplexing. Expressing frustration over the family's failure to settle the Coyote Pass debt, Janelle remarked that Kody professed to have numerous other debts, yet she has observed him acquiring additional assets such as trailers and home decor. I observe all the artwork adorning the walls, she remarked regarding Robyn and Kody's residence. I observe all these matters. That is acceptable. I possess financial resources and have allocated them towards various purchases as well. Kody mentioned that a significant portion of his funds was expended on automobiles. Essentially, I had a fleet and insurance for the children. Janelle admitted uncertainty regarding Kody and Robyn's financial management, stating, I was consistently astonished by the quality of her backyard. It was entirely completed, and there was always an abundance of items at her residence. I thought, remarkable. Interesting. Ultimately, she stated, he does not prioritize my needs or desires. This concern ultimately exhausted her. Over time, I started to recognize it, and my adult children expressed significant frustration, questioning, What the hell, Mom? Conversely, Robyn maintained that she was meticulous with her finances following the dissolution of her first marriage. I previously struggled with financial management, she disclosed in the September 22nd episode. In my youth, I faced significant challenges, and it was during my divorce that I truly mastered budgeting. Regarding my sister wives, I remarked, Your financial priorities simply differed from mine. That is all. Currently, Janelle noted in the September 22nd episode that, although she and Christine, mother of Aspen Brown, Michael T. Brown Padron, Paydon Brown, Gwendolyn Brown, Isabel Brown, and Truly Brown convene with their families, there's no significant communication with Meri, Robyn, or Kody. I do not anticipate any changes. Kody described their arrangement of 4 homes on a single cul-de-sac in Las Vegas as the best time of my life, stating, Everything was proceeding seamlessly, and it was wonderful to have Maddie and Caleb nearby. I loved Caleb. He was unequivocally akin to family. However, things began to deteriorate in Arizona due to disagreements on coronavirus-related measures. Subsequently, as his marriages disintegrated, he remarked that his connections with the children also suffered. It simply soured all those relationships. However, Christine asserted that there were concerns long before she declared her departure in late 2021. All the children who are frustrated experienced their frustration long before my departure, she stated in the September 22nd episode. My exit did not alter the children's relationship with him. Kody can still mend his connections with his children, although it will undoubtedly require some effort. I am extremely frustrated by my treatment, which has hindered my ability to move forward, Kody articulated. The issue is that I refuse to accept responsibility for actions that my wife or ex-wife claims I committed. I anticipate the moment when the disdain will diminish. Kody disclosed that he and Meri were not well acquainted when they married both spiritually and legally at the ages of 21 and 19, respectively. They subsequently filed for divorce in 2014 to facilitate Kody's legal adoption of Robyn's 3 eldest children from her previous marriage. Upon our marriage, she exhibited significant differences, and I believe Meri carried some unresolved issues that I was unaware of, Kody said. Initially, I believed I could endure it. Asserting that everything was a struggle, he stated, I cannot exist in a world where she is perpetually hostile towards me. Nevertheless, he was incapable of departing. A man in a plural marriage stated, if he wishes to remain faithful and adhere to the faith, he cannot seek a divorce. It is prohibited. Therefore, I was unable to exit that relationship. Simultaneously, I did not necessarily desire to leave the relationship. I sought to determine if we could salvage and rectify it. Consequently, he recognized the mixed signals regarding Meri's belief that they would resolve their issues. However, Kody continued, whenever they were together, she was neither pleasant nor enjoyable, lacking kindness and intrigue. I am attempting to engage with her, yet I find myself bored. To be fair, he remarked, he understood why Meri felt forsaken. However, I did not expel myself. Christine, Janelle, and Meri all opted for my departure from the residence.